we're not taught to self-love. We're not taught that. So, I was going to say to you, like, what are those attributes of self-love that you think that we weren't taught? I mean, I'm just rolling,
I'm just rolling in the deep with the Dale.
Because I think that's important to know. Like, if self-love, that means taking care of our physical body, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Our physical form. That's self-love. That's an example of self-love. What other examples can you think of?
I think taking care of your mind.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Your thoughts.
Yes.
And once you start to play with your thoughts and your mind, and you achieve higher ground mentally, then emotions follow that.
Yeah, you can learn you have to discipline your mind.
Yes.
That's what you're saying, right? You're disciplining your mind so that it doesn't go rogue on you, and you keep it in alignment to the highest energy you can.
This whole thing just popped in my mind,
Yeah.
and that is, I was the sensitive kid, which I've said a million times on the show, but it's the truth. And the adults around me would make fun of me and say, "Oh, we're going to ship his ass off to military school, and we're going to send him off to the army." And by the way, I was like a 1 year, no more than 2 year window where they stopped drafting for Vietnam.
Oh, God bless.
And I was so scared. First of all, that I was going to have to use the bathroom in front of a whole room full of men. Because
Lord.
I knew other people that had been there, done that. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, you're sitting on the pot and there's just lines of men sitting there waiting."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I can't, no, put me in the kitchen. I will peel potatoes." That will be my war effort. But I remember bad things happening and being called names and being picked on a lot. And I would go outside. Thank God we lived on this really beautiful piece of land.
Oh, you were saying.
And I would walk around the creek. I would stick my feet in the water. I would lay down under the trees. There was this big boulder at one part of the creek. And so once we chased the copperheads off of them, you could just sort of lay out on the rocks because that was their rock. Walking barefooted in the grass. Working in the yard. All of those things brought me back to groundedness. And the reason it doesn't sound physically connected to creating self-love is because I didn't know that my inner guidance system was taking me to a place of unconditional love until I could learn to hold self-love.
Well, that it's so funny because self-love, to me, self-love and unconditional love is the same thing, but you were exercising, your soul was bringing you outside so you could heal, because going to Mother Earth helps you heal, all those things. And so therefore, you were taking care of yourself. That's self-love. Taking care of yourself is self-love.
And when I was out there and I would see the tadpoles or the fish or the butterflies or the snapping turtles or whatever it was, or the wind would come through the trees and you would feel like the trees are watching over you.
Yeah.
It would transform my thoughts. It would transmute my feelings, my attitudes, my emotions. And then I would very quickly stop feeling sad for myself.
Right.
And I would then sort of not talk to the trees, even though I did a lot of that. I would be like, "Thank you" to the trees, and I love the wind. And I would just start this inventory of the things I was grateful for. And I didn't even know about gratitude and appreciation.
It was just natural to you.
It was part of my soul blueprint.
Right.
From earlier that we talked about. And I didn't know to know it, but I knew to know it on an intuitive superpower.
Yeah. I mean, it's just natural to you. Organic.